Hey, Kevin Yates here. Now, if you're suffering from low back pain and you've ever been told that, you could probably stand to lose a few pounds and that by losing that extra weight, you'll probably get rid of your back pain, well, that's what I want to talk to you about today. So we're going to get to the truth about the relationship between your body weight and your back pain. So I've got some interesting stuff to share with you. So in this diagram that I've got back here, this side over here on the left, this arrow is going to represent BWT, which is your body weight. All right, so we know the more body weight that you carry, the more wear and tear you put on your body, right? You're putting more load on your body, so the muscles and the joints of your body are taking on more stress. And when you're moving around and doing things, right, you're just compounding that stress. Now, interestingly enough though, what happens when we're putting on extra weight is it changes our normal movement patterns, it changes our posture, it changes our alignment, and it changes the way our muscles work. So what happens is we start to develop muscle imbalances. So if you ever seen, like, especially for us guys, right, when we gain weight, here's what happens. Here's our guy, right? And here's our legs. This is the hip, okay? Now, here's somewhat more normal alignment. I know I'm not a great artist, but bear with me here. So what happens now, we start to put weight and we put it like right around our stomach in here, right? So the more weight we gain, what happens then is our hip starts to tilt forward. Imagine that being a bucket and like water's spilling out of the bucket, you're pouring it, right? So that's what happens to the hip. It takes on this forward tilted position. Then what that does is it increases the curve in the low back because the body starts to move forward, and in order not to lose balance, we have to pull our upper body back. So what that does is it just forces the low back muscles to have to work more. They increase the stress. It's like if I was going to bend this pen, it would snap right in the middle because the part in the middle is where it's going to curve most, and that's where it takes most stress. Same thing with your low back. It's like this pen being broken. Okay, so anyways, that's what the excess weight does. It develops these or creates these muscle imbalances. So we've got muscles that are stronger, tighter, dominant, doing all this work, and the opposite muscles are becoming stretched out, weaker, and not doing work. So it really starts to create improper alignment. It creates increased stress on the joints, and our muscles are taking on all kinds of increased stress, and it really messes us up. So anyway, back to the body weight. So what happens now when we take our body weight from like where it is here and we drop it right down here? So we become lighter, we feel better, we take more stress off the body, which feels a little bit better. It might alleviate some of that pain. But here's what happens. Down here, most people, when they lose weight, what do? They increase their activity level. So as we start to lose weight, we are increasing our activity level. So this is going to represent our activity level. Now, even though we weigh less, our activity level goes maybe from here and starts to go all the way out into here. As we become more active, we still got those muscle imbalances because we haven't done anything to strengthen the weak muscles. We haven't done anything to line everything back up in our body. So when we're doing more activity and doing more repetitive movements by nature on a body that's not aligned right, that's not balanced properly, we still increase the wear and tear, just in a different way. All right? So that's what starts to happen. We're doing more activity. If you've ever heard of the term repetitive stress syndrome, it's exactly what it is. Maintaining certain postures, doing certain movements over and over and over that incur stresses to particular areas of the body and wear it right down. So as you can see, losing weight, it's not really the whole picture. The real deal and the only real way to kick out and end low back pain is by identifying which muscle imbalances that you have and then developing a program of exercises to address those muscle imbalances. And the interesting thing is that we're all unique. We all have different areas of imbalance, which means that there's no one size fits all exercise or treatment method that'll work for everybody with low back pain. So that's the key. Identify the muscle imbalances you have, then put together the exercises to help address it. All right, so this is Kevin Yates. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon.